Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Bella Lion TV1's continuing coverage of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup, the Elite Eight basketball tournament. I'm Steve Power, joined once again by the Swami, the guru, Mr. Scott Noftel of NLB Train this morning. The O'Donnell Patriots in green, going to tangle with the Laval Cavaliers out of Placentia in white. Scott, what do we expect from these two teams today?
Well, O'Donnell's coming off a big win last night, 69-55 victory over Holy Heart. Laval coming off a loss. Two evenly matched teams. O'Donnell, the younger of the team. Going to be a great game today, I think, Steve. Good game to start this early morning.
Players to look out for early on. I see a familiar face from last year's event, number 15 of O'Donnell, Sarah Hiscock, one of the highly touted prospects here in the province, Scott.
Absolutely. Number 5 with the Laval Cavaliers, Haley Fudge, a great young guard, and this O'Donnell team, again, a young team, actually have a bunch of great 9s on the team. Stephanie Bear, number 3 for the O'Donnell Patriots, is a great young player and a Canada Games hopeful for 2017 with Coach Wayne Bartlett.
So Laval on the board first, denting to Twine, easy lay-in for 2 there. Patriots in green, Cavaliers in white. Ball put into the paint to Hiscock. Hiscock puts the ball on the floor. Aggressive move to the hoop. Comes away with her own rebound. Virtual battlefield inside. O'Donnell controlling the boards early on. Shot from the outside doesn't fall, and away comes the Cavaliers. Number 14, Emily O'Keefe. Here's a shot from the outside from Haley Fudge, and that one drops, and the aforementioned Fudge on the board early in this one as well.
Fudge sticks the 3.
Fudge sticks the 3, yeah. Too early, Scott. Too early.
Great move by Sarah.
Sarah Hiscock in the paint. Going to go to the charity stripe for a couple. Good, strong move to the basket.
That's a move we didn't see last year from Sarah Hiscock. Looks like she's been working on her game over the last year, and hopefully will continue to work on her game. I believe she's only a grade 11 student. Big kid, Steve.
That is a big girl. Bright future in basketball for sure. Great form on the foul shots. That's the best foul shots I've seen anybody take here yet.
Very nice, very nice.
Once again, our vantage point here this morning, I literally cannot see that other end of the court. Great crowd on hand, Scott, for 9 o'clock in the morning game.
Parking lot was full when I pulled in.
Absolutely, that's fantastic. You can imagine how full it was when I pulled in. Sarah Hiscock fights for that ball. Great battle as Brooklyn McCarthy goes to the floor hard for Laval, but O'Donnell does come away with the ball. Here's Stephanie Beer. Beer drives to the lane, and she's going to make a trip to the foul line. O'Donnell very aggressive bringing the ball to the hoop, Scott.
Laval needs to take care of that basketball in that transition between foul line and foul line. A little bit too impatient trying to get that lead pass. Needs to just calm down a little bit, get set up in your offense. Laval
Cavaliers out of Placentia, great basketball school traditionally. I remember when I went to high school many moons ago, a lot of great basketball players come out of that school and that program.
Both men and women. Head coach of Memorial men's basketball, Peter Benoit, of course, an alumni of Laval. Last year, head coach of Laval, Amy O'Reilly, a fantastic standout guard for the women's Seahawks basketball team, a Laval graduate. Too many to mention, Steve, this early.
O'Donnell tight earlier on. Is that what we expect to see this morning, Scott? Are these two teams, in your opinion, evenly matched? Have they played each other before?
I'm not sure on head-to-head this year, but an evenly matched team. I think O'Donnell may be the favorite coming in. Might have a little bit more firepower.
And I believe these would be number 3 and 5 ranked teams?
Number 3 and 5.
So given that, I would assume that they would be evenly ranked. That's one thing the NLBA does a pretty good job of these rankings.
I'm pretty happy with these rankings. I think they're dead on for the most part. O'Donnell surged up in the rankings after a big tournament last weekend. in Gonzaga where they made the finals, bumped them up a couple notches.
Bailey Lannon does a good job down low, bringing it to the rim, but the ball gets turned over. And O'Donnell, once again, go on the attack. Really quick moving on here. Not many whistles, no substitutions as we see O'Donnell getting ready for the first subs of the game on the other side. Patriots bring the ball up the floor, looking to get it in the hole to Hiscock. Simple play, puts it down low, but number 22 for O'Donnell, Natasha Knight, can't get that one to fall. Nice feed from Hiscock. Lannon, the outside, and Hiscock, once again, a force.
Great block.
Down low, good, real good defender there. And we look to the O'Donnell team. Scott, I noticed the gentleman coaching looks very familiar to me as one of our officials here last night. I believe that's correct, yes?
Mr. Wayne Rose, yes.
And
moonlighting as a basketball official, one of our senior officials.
aren't they all senior officials? Actually, these gentlemen here this morning are probably south of the 40 age group for sure. Maybe
Absolutely.
even south of 30.
Great to see.
We noticed a few that have been north of 60.
Couple north of 70, Steve.
Wow.
Which is something that the NLBA has addressed. We have an aging referee population, and they're trying to be proactive in getting our youth involved in reffing.
Got to give them one thing, at least they're committed.
Dedication is not on question.
Laval with a good defensive stop there. And they're going to come back to the attack. 5-3 early on, tight match in this. Would you call this a quarterfinal game, this tournament, Scott?
This is technically a quarterfinal game, yes.
Nice penetration down low, and the Cavaliers bring it to the hoop.
Great
Shyla
play.
Griffiths drops it for two.
Laval need to get that basketball moving a little bit on offense. A little bit stuck in the mud there. Need to get the ball rotated, get some touches.
Here's Haley Fudge, now Fudge on the right side. Fudge immediately double teamed. Any sign of trouble at all, they go to Fudge right away.
And there's that ball movement, and it's going to get you a great shot. Leads to an offensive rebound and a putback.
Shot from the baseline by Emily O'Keefe, sorry.
That's a better possession for Laval.
Absolutely, very important. They come up empty on the scoreboard, but they do control. They work it for a good shot, good offensive rebound. And O'Donnell back down the attack. They look to put it to Hiscock. Hiscock passing the outside. Long shot attempt there by number 24, Elizabeth Davila. Davila kicks it out for Jenny Hodder. Hodder back for Davila. Davila going to drive to the hoop. And wild shot underneath. That one never had much of a chance. And away come the Cavaliers. Here's O'Keefe.
Right idea. Could have used an extra second there to set her feet for that reverse layup. Again, I like the aggressiveness coming off the bench. Young player. She's only grade 9.
Really? Wow. Fantastic. Nice shot there by the Cavaliers, but that doesn't drop. O'Donnell comes away. Both teams very good in transition. They don't wait. A little bit of a walk up to the three-point attempt there, you would think, and a hard collision down low. Both Hiscock and Brooklyn McCarthy hit the floor. Both athletes, none the worse for wear. Play continues.
Unbelievable how tough these young girls are.
Yeah, I'd still be down there.
Laval needs to move this basketball. O'Donnell are trying to trap him on the sidelines. They need to move this basketball before that trap comes.
Laval seem to be doing a pretty good job of moving that ball on the outside, just drawing a foul from O'Donnell there. And I think, like you said, Scott, you seem to know this team pretty well. Ball movement key on the offensive side. Shot and offensive rebound pulled down by the Patriots. Ball's brought down low. Ball comes out of bounds as the Patriots' Jenny Hodder couldn't quite hold on to that one. Timeout called. First real break in this one. 4:09 left to go. It's Laval 7. O'Donnell 3. We showed a score 5, but it's actually 3. Bell Alliance, a proud sponsor of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup, live from the Powerplex here in St. John's, Newfoundland. Bell Alliance, there's more to love with fiber up. Scott, going forward for these teams, who's up next? Who's their potential next opponent?
Gonzaga Vikings coming off a big win last night. Look to meet up with Gonzaga tonight at some point. And of course, Waterford Valley Warriors. Nobody wants to see that team on the side of the bracket with a huge win last night, Steve. 101-13 over the Mount Pearl Senior High Huskies girls basketball team. An interesting score, to say the least.
I tell you what, it's a good thing that I wasn't coaching in that game.
I didn't see the game. Maybe trying to send a message, but sometimes those messages backfire. And it just feeds the fire for other teams to want to come out and play you. We'll see what happens.
I think you're just trying to bait the hook here early this morning. It's really early for you to do that to me today. Foul called inside, gonna go against O'Donnell. And Haley Fudge is gonna go to the line to shoot 2. See, checking into the game for the Patriots now is Casey Potter. Fudge sets up for her first of 2. Not that big win, Scott. I'm not much of a basketball guy, but is there a certain code? Is there a time that you know, enough is enough? Well, do you need to win by? I guess sometimes you can't help it. You're going to win big. It's going to be a 40, 50-point win, but does it have to be an 89-point win?
I mean, you can't ask the kids to stop playing basketball, right? But what you can do is, you know, take off a press, use the full shot clock. Why not, Steve? You're a hockey guy. Look at it in hockey terms. You know, teams up 6-1, 7-1. You know, you dump the puck a little bit more. You change the lines a little bit more. Get more kids out on the ice. Again, never saw the game. Mount Pearl Senior High, not a strong team, obviously, but I think they're better than 13 points. Again, you can't ask the kids to stop playing basketball, but you can't turn the green light off a little bit.
Well, that is the difference in hockey than in basketball, because you know something? In hockey, that isn't 7-1. That's 27-1. And something bad happens in a game that's 27-1.
Well, it could. Well, maybe 10 points is probably a goal in hockey. So if it's an 80-point win, it's an 8-1 game, 10-1 game.
I don't know. I think you're being too nice. Anyway, this one here at hand, 9-3. Laval on top of O'Donnell. Both teams going back and forth here. O'Donnell not getting much to drop. Getting some good looks at the basket, just not getting the drop. Here's a long 3-point attempt, and that one drops from the hands of Stephanie Bear. And Bear hits one from beyond the arc.
They have to keep going into inside out, go into number 15, Sarah Hiscock. But what the guards can do, as a young guard, you have to creep in a little bit into the space. Don't necessarily be satisfied with shooting a long 3-pointer when you can take why take a 20-footer when you can take a 16-footer? You have to move in a little bit towards the defense with your hands up and shoot the basketball.
Laval moving the ball east-west, puts the ball into the post. Outside, long 3-pointer shot there from Haley Fudge. Rebound, taken possession by Laval. Got a traveling call here, I believe, coming up against the Cavaliers, and yes, indeed, O'Donnell will take over. O'Donnell Patriots, Stephanie Bear going to carry the ball up the floor. Wonder if they'll go inside and back out the Bear again right away. Bear looked very confident in that last 3-point attempt. Ball's turned over and away come the Cavaliers. Cavaliers look to be an up-tempo game, Scott. They really push the pace, it seems.
They like to push the pace. They just got to know when to push and when to hold back a little bit. This is a great possession for them.
And Laval a little unlucky there. Good possession, a couple of great shots at the basket, but could not get anything to fall. 3-ball attempt there by Avila. That one doesn't drop. Laval in very fast transition, and number 7 of Laval, Bailey Lannon, just ran into a wall there, the O'Donnell player. O'Donnell player had her feet set. No foul call on the play.
Katie Cousins with great defense there, nice and straight up, disciplined defense, taking one from the team. Nice rotation into the corner.
Sarah Hiscock with another block defensively. Down low, she's been a beast here inside early on.
That's a good possession for Laval. She is a beast inside, but you have to keep taking it to the beast.
Ball kicked out for Fudge. Down low, back into the paint. Good job by the O'Donnell defenders, sealing off any lane to the basket. Laval trying not to settle for the outside shot, really looking to get the ball in down low. Here's a shot from the baseline. That one misses. And great defense there by Laval. We're going to have a foul call. No. Just a turnover down low. Substitutions coming in for O'Donnell. Checking into the game now for the Patriots, Beth House. Hiscock with a nice move to the basket there. I thought she was going to have to jump over the Laval player on the floor. Hiscock's 3rd trip to the foul line here in the first quarter. She's going to shoot 2. Still 9-6, Scott. Low scoring.
Very low scoring. Very low scoring. Steve, a quick reminder from the NLBA that we have provincial basketball tryouts coming up next March, the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st, right here at the Powerplex. Any kid out there in Newfoundland and Labrador, come out and try out for these teams. A great experience, whether you're in the mix or you're not in the mix. Sometimes you got to come and try out for a year to see what it's all about and then prepare for the next year. Going to be right here at the Powerplex, 29th, 30th, and 31st. Chance to represent Newfoundland and Labrador. Great opportunity.
We see O'Donnell and Natasha Knight checking back into the game, and Hiscock's going to take a break. One thing we noticed early on, Scott, O'Donnell, certainly more depth to go to the bench than Laval at this point. I don't think Laval's made a substitution.
I'm not sure. I think they
might have made one.
It looks like their starting 5 are out there now.
I don't think they've made a substitution. And yet the pace is still being pushed by Laval, so obviously a fit squad. And that's an easy foul call by the official. They'll call that one all day long.
Easy call.
And tell us about the bonus situation. How many fouls is it?
I believe it's 8 fouls. We'll have to check in with the referee at the first break.
So 8 fouls per half?
8 fouls per half.
You got to think that O'Donnell might be approaching that. Shot underneath, and Laval player upended once again. So Bailey Lannon going to go to the line for Laval with 10 seconds left here in this first quarter. Laval Cavaliers 9, O'Donnell Patriots 6. There's one thing I noticed too, Scott, so far, the foul shooting really, and I got to think this is just a practice thing, but I see a lot of missed foul shots.
It is a practice thing. It's 100% a practice thing.
Like, I'm really surprised at the amount I see missed.
It's a fitness thing and it's a practice thing. You have to be fit and mentally tough to hit free throws, and you've got to be in the gym shooting 50 a day minimum.
So, first quarter's going to end. Laval 10, O'Donnell 6. Playing out as you expected, Scott?
First game, early. Kids coming off their first experience in the Powerplex last night. I'm not surprised, but I don't think it's going to continue on like this. I think both of these teams are going to pick it up a notch in the next 3 quarters of basketball.
All right, we'll be back with the call of the second quarter from this 2016 Hall of Fame Cup on Bella Line TV1. Second quarter underway. O'Donnell with possession. Hiscock looking to put it down low to Davila. Intercepted by Laval, and here comes Fudge.
Steve, a correction there. I said it was 8 fouls for the bonus. That's incorrect. It's 5 fouls each quarter.
Each quarter
Yes.
resets, okay. Shot from the outside.
And just for the fans out there, it's a 24-second shot clock. And there's a 14-second reset for an offensive rebound.
Right on. Hiscock in the paint. She's triple teamed, gets her own rebound, puts it up and manages to drop for O'Donnell. O'Donnell needs some offense besides Hiscock here, though, Scott. It seems like they're really dependent on going to her.
Very dependent on Sarah. Not a bad option to have. I would keep going to her. I just get the ball moving a little bit more. Keep playing that inside-out game. Get Sarah in the high post. She's got a great shot. She's shown early that she can put the basketball on the floor. So I think it should go through her, but it should not be totally dependent on her.
There's a great drive to the hoop there by Stephanie Bear. Bear gets fouled. Not sure if it's going to be a shooting foul. She threw a wild shot up at the buzzer, and it is a shooting foul. So that's a pretty wily veteran move there by Bear, putting her shoulder down, going to the basket. And we do see a substitution here for Laval. Checking into the game is Brooklyn McCarthy. Beer comes up empty at the foul line, but Sarah Hiscock grabs the rebound and gets those two right back. Cavaliers push the pace once again. Ball chipped out of the hands of McCarthy. She's fortunate enough to get it back. Inbounded by Laval. Here's a steal turned over. Davila comes in down low, misses that right-handed layup. And away come the Cavaliers too. Real good pace to this one. Not much time being wasted in transition at all. Cavaliers move the ball around, kick it to the outside. Looking for the shot from inside. I'd like to go right to Hiscock. Has to throw a shot up pretty high there. Here's a shot from the outside. That one catches iron. Bounces off. Rebound. O'Donnell can't quite hold on to it though. Was Elizabeth Davila. Substitutions coming in once again for Laval. Now we see him go to the bench a little more, Scott.
Again, fitness is going to be a factor. These smaller schools, smaller benches. Foul on Stephanie Bear of the O'Donnell High Patriots, number 3. Laval basketball on the sideline. Haley Fudge from downtown for a 3-pointer. Putting Laval up by 5, 15-10.
O'Donnell now on the inbounds. Here's Davila. Davila almost a 3-point attempt. That one catches the rim though and goes wide. We've got a jump ball situation here. Possession arrow going to go to the Cavaliers.
A great example then, Steve, of taking an 18-footer when you had a 16-foot jump shot to take. It's like taking a slap shot from the blue line when you can take one from the hash mark.
Stephanie Beer down low.
Great pass.
Finds Hiscock. Hiscock fouled at the line. And I got to think, Scott, we're going to be starting seeing some foul shots here. A lot of fouls in this game. I wouldn't depend on the clock to tell you. Hiscock on the line. Her 4th trip to the line already. The foul shot's just not dropping for anybody, it seems, right now, after Hiscock hit her first 2 of the ball game. There's one. Hops down. That's all you need, a commentator to say something's going to happen and not going to happen, then it will. Cavaliers. Bailey Lannon moves the ball down low. Guarded down low by Natasha Knight. Looks to be a foul going to be called on Knight there. And the fans not too happy with that one. We hear the Boo Brigade starting to lurch out here. Laval, real good job moving the ball back and forth. Not very often there. Laval seem okay with taking that outside shot.
Laval heavily favored to the right-hand side of the basketball court right now. Have to do a better job of using both sides of the floor and moving that basketball. Again, a little bit stuck in the mud offensively.
Ball's put in down low to Hiscock. Hiscock immediately double teamed.
Mark English, head coach of the women's basketball team for Memorial University, walking by the camera there.
I would think he would be. She's the best basketball players in the province here this weekend. I'd be very, very surprised if we don't see our Memorial Seahawks coaches hanging around and getting a peek.
Absolutely.
Teams out there, ref, come on.
And the fans really starting to get into this one here. Fudge puts the ball down low. Laval, good job going cross court, and an easy bucket there for Amber Barron.
Using both sides of the basketball court. Rewarded with a basket.
Here's Hiscock. Hiscock in the paint. Hiscock, nice move to get it to the hoop. Can't get it to drop, however. And Fudge grabs the rebound for the Cavaliers.
Great move. Unfortunately, she started that move a little bit too far out from the basket. Could have used an extra dribble to get a little bit lower. Better angle on the basket. But again, a great move.
Going to see a timeout call here now shortly by O'Donnell. And yes, indeed, it is timeout O'Donnell. What's the coaching staff O'Donnell got to do here to try to, I don't know if it's settle things down, Scott, but they just need some shots to fall.
They need some shots to fall. I think what's happening, they're going inside to Sarah. If she's not making a move for the basket right away, the other four girls are standing around waiting for her to make a move. They have to be proactive and get moving, cutting to the basket, hands up, hands ready, and take those uncontested jump shots in rhythm, not just sitting back on your heels around the three-point line. It's not working for them. 11 points with 15 minutes gone in this basketball game. And also in transition, they have to catch the basketball. They're doing a good job. We've seen 2, maybe 3 turnovers just in this one left-hand corner here alone from losing the basketball in transition. Have to do a better job keeping their hands up, running the floor, catch the basket, ball with your eyes straight to the basket for easy layups.
So coming out of the timeout, Laval find themselves leading 17-11 here in the second half. Laval with possession now. Down low, can't get to the basket. Great defense there by Natasha Knight. Laval barely saved that one coming out, and Fudge is going to stop and settle things down. Fudge looks to come into the hole with that ball. Gets kicked back out to Fudge. Fudge, three-point attempt. That one catches the iron, and great rebound there by Knight. Used her body very effectively there to box out the Laval player.
Again, Steve, a great shot coming off rotation, but just too far out from the basket.
Here's Davila. Davila kicks it over for Cousins, and that ball finally drops, and it seems like the first field goal in a while for the O'Donnell Patriots. Shot from long distance for Fudge, and Fudge hits that three-point attempt, and right away a great answer there by Laval.
Both teams picking it up now. Coach has called a timeout, gave him a little bit of a break. Early game, fitness is a factor. Got their second win, and both teams looking energized right now. Great lead pass by Haley Fudge.
Laval pushes the pace for the easy layup. You would think so, but it doesn't drop. And both teams not quite executing to the level that they want to be, I'm sure, but great ball movement, good pace. Eventually those shots are going to start dropping, Scott. Here's Davila. Davila kicks the ball in for Hiscock. Hiscock immediately brings it to the basket. And Hiscock, despite being double teamed, gets the ball to drop for 2. Fudge for Lannon. Lannon back for Fudge. Another 3-point attempt for Fudge. That one catches nothing but air. Laval still with the ball. Lannon. Ball to the basket, and both players goes hard to the floor. Jump ball call, and that one's going to go to the Patriots. Checking into the game for Laval now, Brooklyn McCarthy comes back in, and Charlotte Griffiths is going to check out for the Cavaliers. Talking about small schools such as Fatima last night, Scott, I gotta be willing to think Laval's not a real big school.
Not a big school. They've got a brand new school actually with an amazing facility there. Student population, I'm not sure. Fatima, 68 kids. Stella Maris in Trapassi, basketball powerhouse for decades. I believe they have less than 40 students in the school. Laval, I'm gonna guess couple hundred.
So, I mean, there
300-400 kids maybe.
But once
Smaller
again,
school.
a great basketball tradition out there. Must be just a sport of choice for kids when you start playing sports. It must be just. That's what we do out here.
That's what we do. It takes. I'm sure the Christian Brothers had something to do with a lot of these smaller schools, and if you get a Christian brother or phys ed teacher or someone from the community that's heavily knowledgeable and involved with basketball, these small towns can't pick 5 sports to play. So luckily for us, it's been basketball.
And certainly a great pedigree of players coming from the Placentia area for sure. Here's a great drive to the basket from the hands of Stephanie Beer. Couldn't get the ball to drop, but she will go to the line to shoot 2. 20-15 our score here right now. Another timeout call. This one's going to go to the Cavaliers, I believe. Still anyone's ball game here in this second half. Bellaline TV1 is the official broadcaster of this year's Hall of Fame Cup, with games presented online at www.bellaline.ca/TV1. Bellaline, there's more to love with fiber op. At the foul line is Stephanie Bear. She misses her first of 2 attempts. Bear steps up, second shot, and that one bounces wide. Away come the Cavaliers. Here's Lannon. Kicks the ball into the hands of Fudge. Haley Fudge, certainly the floor general for this Laval team. Back for Lannon. Fudge, long 3-point attempt. That one bounces wide. Good rebound there by Laval. Laval don't seem to be very, very big under the hoop, but they do a great job of pulling down the boards.
Very aggressive, going crashing the boards.
Bit of a press put on now by the Cavaliers. First time we've seen this in the game. And a good job by Stephanie Beer to dribble out of trouble on that one. O'Donnell now looking for Hiscock in the post. Hiscock kicks it outside. Shot, that one rattles the rim from Casey Potter. Rebound there by the Patriots. Another rebound attempt, a third rebound, a fourth. How about a fifth Rebound on the boards, but yet no basket, Scott.
How about a layup? How about making a layup here, O'Donnell? My former high school. How about putting the ball in the basket?
My goodness. I guess for every negative, you look at the positive, and grabbing 5 offensive boards in a matter of 5 seconds, it's got to be a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing. It is definitely not a good thing for the stat sheet, maybe, but for the scoreboard, it's not. You get one chance, you put the basketball in.
Hiscock brings the ball into the paint, spins off with her left hand. Nice left-handed shot there.
Very impressed with Sarah Hiscock's play so far. As you just saw them back to the basket, nice spin move, and a confident left hand off the glass. I still see this player improving by leaps and bounds. She has so much room to grow in her game, and look for her next year, hopefully over the off season, to improve further.
I got to think, Scott, of O'Donnell's 17 points, she's got 12 or 14 of them.
At least.
Timeout call this time by O'Donnell. And after the foul call, I believe it went to Hiscock. Laval, 20. O'Donnell, 17. You can reach out to us on Twitter this morning. We're live and interactive here. You can get Scott at NLB Train. And if you want to reach out to me, it's at Steve Power NL. Want to put any shout outs, say hello to one of your favorite players or the coach's staff, or just in general, give us some critique. We'll take the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Ask us a question.
Ask Scott a question, we'll rephrase that.
And I'll go get the answer from someone.
But by all means, feel free to reach out to us on Twitter, at NLB Train or at Steve Power NL. So in the bonus situation now, obviously, are O'Donnell, and we figured this would come pretty soon. Fouls aplenty this morning. Only 1 minute left in this first half. So team's a little fortunate that they never gave up that many free trips to the line. Here's Hiscock. And in the bonus, Scott, is it a 1-on-1 situation, or is it always 2 shots?
2 shots.
2 shots. Hiscock makes good on her trip to the line, sinking both free throws. And we're in a 1-point ball game. Press being put on by the Patriots, and how that wasn't a travel, I'll never know. Ball goes across. Laval kicks it to the outside to Lannon. Lannon down low under the hoop. Kick back out for Fudge. Fudge, long 3-ball attempt, and she drops it.
Good possession for Laval. Goes inside, back outside for Haley Fudge with a third, fourth maybe, 3-pointer of the game.
Definitely your third 3 for sure. Here's Hiscock in the paint. Hiscock turns, shoots, drops it. And O'Donnell answer right back.
Great move. Again, squares up to the basket, puts the ball on the floor, nice and confident. Great follow through.
Dying seconds of the half. O'Donnell going to try for one last ditch attempt, and not to be had. So after the first half, the Laval Cavaliers 23, the O'Donnell Patriots 21. You're watching Bella Line TV1's continuing coverage of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup from the Powerplex in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. We'll be back for the call of the second half. Second half underway. Team switch ends to shoot. So now we'll have O'Donnell shooting in the end, I can't see. Davila brings the ball to the hoop, and very quickly O'Donnell strike. And we thought the pace was good early on, Scott. I got to think business is going to pick up pretty quickly.
Business is going to pick up big time.
We see a first foul here as Lannon gets upended underneath the basket. Hiscock's going to pick up the foul on that one. Lannon's going to go to the line to shoot two. First free throw attempt from Lannon. Catches nothing but iron. That one's going to bounce wide. Very active off the second shot. Everybody looking for the rebound, but nothing that time. Nothing but net by Lannon on the second attempt. Third quarter underway. 1 point ball game. Bailey Lannon on the inbounds for the Laval Cavaliers. Here's Haley Fudge now. Fudge down low for Lannon. Lannon, very smart there not to pick up her dribble too early. Finds a player down low, and that's a nice basket there from the hands of Shyla Griffiths. Brings it hard to the hole. Going to try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. 2 and 1.
Nice handoff. Again, cut to the basket, and you're going to get rewarded. Laval setting up a zone defense here, 2-3 zone.
Why would that be, Scott? They've been playing man-to-man most of the game. Why would they be going to a zone right now?
Again, just to mix things up and probably to neutralize the number 15 for the O'Donnell High Patriots, Sarah Hiscock, trying to give O'Donnell just a different look, take the ball out of her hands.
Fudge on the outside. Here's Lannon. Lannon back for Fudge, kicks it into the hoop for Griffiths. Griffiths couldn't quite hold on to that pass.
And O'Donnell not doing well from the perimeter, hitting shots. So Laval are probably content just to sit in that key, guard Sarah Hiscock, and let O'Donnell beat him from outside.
Can't argue with that thinking, Scott, and that's certainly been the way it's going this morning. Hiscock's going to go to the line yet again. This must be her 6th trip to the foul line. Checking in now for the Laval Cavaliers is Amber Barron coming off the bench into the game. And Brooklyn McCarthy will check out. Here's Hiscock. She drops the first of 2 attempts. Great form there.
Textbook form. Any young players out there watching, watch that shooting technique. That's world class. Now to do it on a consistent basis, 9 out of 10 times.
There's a shot from the outside, dropped from the hands of number 14, Emily O'Keefe for Laval. O'Keefe on the score sheet for the first time this game. Nice shot from the outside. Laval answers back right away. Here's Beer. Beer for Hiscock. Hiscock finds Natasha Knight. Knight brings the ball to the rack, and she's going to have a chance to convert a three-point play. Nice strong move there by Natasha Knight.
Great aggressive play.
Can't quite get that one to fall, but big Sarah Hiscock's in there. Grabs down 2 offensive boards, kicks it to the outside. 3-ball attempt. Catches nothing but air there. And ball's going to get turned over the other way.
Poor job by Laval. Then you have to be aware where Sarah Hiscock is at all times, especially when she's standing still in a free throw, and make sure that she's not only blocked out by one person, by 2 people.
You need help, yeah. Here's Lannon. Lannon, she puts the ball to the floor. Kicks it out for Griffiths. Can't quite handle that one. Stephanie Beer steals it for O'Donnell. Here's Beer. Beer all the way into the Key dishes off for Knight. Knight to Hiscock, down for Beer, and Beer, the point guard, standing under the basket. And O'Donnell have grabbed their first lead of the ball game, Scott.
I believe it's 29-29, Steve, according to the scoreboard.
They have tied the game for the first time in the ball game, Scott. Oh my, long day, folks. Going to the foul line now for Laval. Shala Griffiths. And she puts the Cavaliers back on top right away, dropping that free throw.
Steve, we talked about free throws in the first half. There was a bunch of misses. Now both teams settling in, getting their groove on and knocking down those free throws. But to be a Hall of Famer, you have to do that right from the jump. You can't wait till the second half to start hitting your free throws.
Sarah Hiscock with a strong move inside. Drops 2 for O'Donnell.
I'm a young player in this tournament. I'm coming into the gym and I'm making sure I'm getting up at least 10 free throws before the start of these games.
Foul call down on the baseline. And once again, both teams playing very aggressive, Scott. Not afraid to lay the body out at any point in time here. Got to think we're going to see the bonus again at some point this ball game.
6 minutes left. I'm sure we're going to see it before the end of this quarter.
Davila. Going to wait for a guard to come out and take that ball. It's going to be put into the hands of Jenny Hodder. Hodder down low for Knight. Knight back outside to Davila. Play ball called. And a great possession there for O'Donnell Patriots. And Davila is going to have an opportunity for a three-point play. O'Donnell, some great ball movement and possession. And now they have indeed taken the lead.
It's official. They have the lead. First half of that possession, a little bit stuck in the mud around the three-point line. And then they got the groove going, got cutting to the basket. Nice handoff passes. Get to the line for an and-one situation.
Sarah Hiscock just, on those foul shots, she just lurks around. She's like the big dragon flying around you. I don't know if 2 people's enough to guard her.
Well, if it takes 3, put 3 in. 2 people properly with the good footwork stepping across in front of Sarah Hiscock. Laval are more than capable of boxing that player out.
And an offensive board leads to another O'Donnell bucket. O'Donnell opened up a 4-point lead here. Traveling called against Laval. Number 15, Lauren Kelly, couldn't quite get her feet set. And you got to wonder if we're going to see a timeout here soon from the Cavaliers, as the tide certainly seems to be changing a little bit here in O'Donnell's favor.
O'Donnell with the momentum. Look for a timeout on the next score.
I would think so.
Laval don't want to let this get out of hand.
Lannon to Fudge. Fudge kicks it down low. Ball's turned over though and stolen as Beer takes it for the Patriots. Foul called against Laval. And I see the Laval coach off her chair on the bench. Not too happy about that foul call. And yes, indeed, a timeout is called. Not quite sure who took it. We've got to assume it's Laval.
O'Donnell have to do a better job of recognizing the numbers. When they have an advantage, yes, push the ball. That situation then, it was 4 Laval players around the single O'Donnell player. Just point guard young Stephanie Beer has to take that basketball, just stop the press and set up their offense and get another score, just like the one previous.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bella Lions, proud sponsor of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup, live from the Powerplex in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Bella Lions, there's more to love with Fiber Up. And you can reach out to us, folks, on Twitter. You can check in with Scott. Scott's handle is at NLB Train, or you can reach out to me at Steve Power NL. And Scott is the king of the Twitter box. The only guy I know on Twitter more than Scott is probably Paddy Daly, and it's a wonder Paddy Daly's not reaching out to Scott right now.
Paddy, if you're watching, I'd love to hear from you, buddy. Big fan.
I can guarantee you that at 9:57 on a Saturday morning, Paddy Daly is not watching this high school ladies basketball game this morning. On the inbounds.
Maybe we'll get him here for the championship, Steve.
There you go. Here's Beer. Beer kicks it in for Hiscock. Hiscock upended. Looks like a jump ball going to be called there, and possession arrow does go with the Cavaliers. Ball brought down the floor by Emily O'Keefe. O'Keefe to Fudge. Down low for Griffiths. Griffiths puts the ball into the paint. Another jump ball situation there. I tell you what, there's not many of these jump balls that don't get away. These girls are strong. When they have an opportunity, they're grabbing it.
They're on the floor.
Powerplex facility, great facility, Scott, but you really see when it comes game time to change, and we look around now, not many places for people to go.
I mean, it's a
lot of
training.
congestion.
Yeah, it's a training facility. As you can see, we have these big red mats and a huge basket behind us. This is a training facility, not necessarily designed for entertaining the fans, but we make it work.
Absolutely. Laval Griffiths goes in, upended, and the ball gets turned over, but a foul going to be called against the Cavaliers. Lauren Kelly going to pick up a foul now, and I believe O'Donnell are in the bonus situation already. In the bonus situation, Scott, with 4:25 left in this third quarter. That's a long time to be getting free shows. And the recipient is Jenny Hodder. Hodder sinks that one.
I bought him yesterday.
Hodder drops her second free throw, and the O'Donnell Patriots have opened up a 6-point lead in this one.
Great block out by Sarah Hiscock and Davila.
Here's Hiscock, drive down the floor. Probably a foul over the top there, as Jenny Hodder, a little bit zealous trying to get to that ball. She fouled over the back, and Hodder's going to check out of the game. Substitutions for Laval. We see number 6, Michaela Vanderkammer, come into the game, and I apologize if I absolutely butchered that young lady's name. She checks into the game for the first time, so some fresh legs here off the bench for Laval. Coach trying to rest some starters here and make that final push. Here's Beer. Beer controlling the outside, finds Davila. Davila kicks it outside, play ball called, shot put up by Beth House, and that one doesn't fall. Away come the Cavaliers. Great play there by Davila to save that one. Ball's out of bounds, and a really nice play by Alex Davila there. Good hustle to get that ball back for O'Donnell.
Great hustle by one of O'Donnell's grade 9s. Again, young players on this O'Donnell team. It's easy to forget that when you watch this high school basketball game right now. Some of these players are playing against kids 4 years older than themselves.
There's a drive to the basket by Beer, and she picks up the foul and the hoop. And you mentioned about the grade 9s at O'Donnell. I never even knew they had grade 9 at O'Donnell.
They don't. They're being brought up from the St. Peter's program. St. Peter's Junior High. O'Donnell have Laval in the bonus. They have to keep being aggressive, taking the ball to the basket, drawing fouls. Every foul you're going to get to the line for a chance to hit free throws.
Timeout call by the Cavaliers. We'll take a break and we will be right back. Beer on the line trying to convert the three-point play. Can't do so. Cavaliers come away with the rebound and quickly drive down the floor was Lauren Kelly. She missed that layup. Another foul called against Laval. Is there such a thing as a double bonus, Scott? Do anybody get thrown in jail at any point for these fouls?
I don't believe so. Great move by Sarah Hiscock. Running up the floor, ball in her left hand. Nice inside-outside dribble at the three-point line, taking the ball to the basket. Again, that aggressive play is what O'Donnell needs to keep the foot on the gas to ice this game going into the fourth.
And a great opportunity to do so now, being in the bonus. Hiscock can't get that one to drop. And away come the Cavaliers. Good ball movement there by Laval. Shot and a foul on that one as Lauren Kelly was upended. She'll get her opportunity to go to the line.
Great play by Laval. Haley Fudge getting the ball up. Eventually ends up in the hands of Barron. Probably an extra pass too many then. Should have shot the shot. Should have taken the shot.
We see Bear is going to get a little break now. She's going to check out, and checking back into the game is Jenny Hodder for the Patriots. Laval at the charity stripe. They missed that first shot, and free throws are key. So are foul throws, whatever they might be. In and out on the second attempt. Away comes O'Donnell. Beth House kicks it out to Davila. Davila in for Hiscock. Hiscock out to the outside for Jenny Hodder. Hodder's shot catches iron. Hiscock with the rebound, pulls it down. Back outside for Hodder. Back inside right away, and another foul called against the Cavaliers. And that's going to send number 21, Casey Potter, to the line for O'Donnell.
Solid possession there for the Patriots. Working the ball both sides of the floor, inside, outside, getting good looks at the basket, getting offensive rebounds, making Laval play defense again. That bench is key for Laval, just too short right now. They don't have the power coming off the bench. O'Donnell want to keep the foot on the gas and wear this team out and get this game in the books as soon as possible.
O'Donnell come up empty at the free throw line, but they get the offensive board momentarily, but stolen now as Fudge comes down the floor. Fudge, nice pass to the inside for Michaela Vandekamer. And O'Donnell didn't travel, and once again a chance for a 4-point swing here for Laval. First field goal in quite some time for Laval, Scott.
And it's great to see Mackenzie Wakeham right off the bench for Laval get a quick, easy basket, 2 points for the team.
Mackenzie Wakeham. And we've got two number 6s listed here for Laval, Scott. I'm calling her Michaela Vandekamer, and they've got Mackenzie Wakeham listed there as well, two number 6s. So we know one of them got the points.
We know one of them got the points.
We'll check into that one later on, folks. Laval, good defensive turnover there. They're going to get a chance to come away with it again as Emily O'Keefe brings the ball down the floor, kicks it for Fudge. Fudge, long three-point attempt there. And either Vandekamer or Wakeham, one of them came down with the rebound, but ball squirts free. Good job by Laval on the offensive boards, fighting for that ball, but eventually Sarah Hiscock grabs it, kicks it down for Davila. Davila drives to the basket, and she gets upended. Gonna go to the line to shoot two. Free throws certainly been the story in this third quarter as O'Donnell starting to get some free points from the line. Davila, she makes a trip to the foul line now. And she's gonna drain her first shot. Pace of the game slowed down considerably, Slap, with all these trips to the foul line, with the O'Donnell team being in the bonus now. Hiscock once again almost grabs an offensive board off the rebound. Ball just eluded her fingertips. Nice pass here by Fudge. Down inside for O'Keefe. Back out for Fudge now. Here's Fudge. Fudge kicks it over for Emily O'Keefe. O'Keefe back to Fudge. Moves it to the other side for Mackenzie Leonard Power. Laval back to what they were doing earlier. Good job moving the ball on the outside, but they bring it to the rack, and Sarah Hiscock with another swat down low.
Great possession. Laval moving the basketball. We just want to move it away from Sarah Hiscock.
Yeah, earlier in the game we talked about you want to keep bringing it to her. You want to keep bringing it to her. But now, no, I think you need to avoid her like the plague if you're the Laval Cavaliers.
You want to bring it to her when you have the advantage, when you have a full head of steam going towards her, but we don't want to play. Laval doesn't want to play with their back to the basket against the biggest player on the floor, Sarah Hiscock.
Here's Hodder. Hodder kicks it out for Beer. Beer penetrates down through the lane.
And that's a great play from O'Donnell. Instead of settling for that three-point shot, putting the basketball on the floor, 1-2 dribbles hard to the hoop.
And O'Donnell open up the biggest lead of this ball game. O'Donnell by 11 here in the dying seconds of this half. Foul call down low. Nice play going to the hoop. Then by Shyla Griffiths. She's going to find herself at the free throw line. Shooting 2, 10 seconds left to go. Foul, I believe, went against Natasha Knight. Griffiths comes up empty on her first shot attempt. And every point counts here heading into this last quarter for sure. Griffiths goes to the supermarket and picks up some liquid Drano for that second one. His corny. Oh, it's going to be a long day, Scott. Laval within 10.
Not sure what happened in the corner. I think Stephanie Beer passed it to nobody, thinking there was an O'Donnell player in the corner.
Sounds like my basketball career. I made a lot of those passes, and that's why I'm sat next to you right now. So after 3, the O'Donnell Patriots 44, Laval Cavaliers 34. You're watching Bella Line TV1's continuing coverage of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup, the Elite 8 from the Powerplex in St. John's, Newfoundland. We'll be back for the call of the fourth quarter. Laval inbound the ball here to start the fourth quarter, Scott. And what do we got to see from this Laval Cavaliers team? Because right now, I got to be honest with you, not liking the body language I see of these young ladies. Like, I think they're good enough to come back in this game. I really do.
You said it 100%, Steve. I couldn't agree more. Energy, energy, energy. Yeah, 10 minutes left. It's the Hall of Fame Cup 2016. You're at the Powerplex. Do you want to move on in this tournament?
I'm just wondering, too, is it something in the back of people's minds? If the winner of this game, do they play Waterford Valley?
Good question.
I'm looking down at Waterford Valley. Are just absolutely decimating another opponent here this morning.
You're going to have to play him at some point, Steve.
Who can beat that Waterford Valley team? Are Gould's good enough? Or St. Kevin's good enough, Scott?
Absolutely.
Because that's something I'm going to be happy to see this weekend.
Absolutely. If there's one team in this tournament that has a shot. Actually, there's a couple teams that have a shot, but I think that St. Kevin's team are poised and ready to go. And if anyone's going to do it this weekend, they have the opportunity to do it.
Lannon going to the hoop for a free layup, and great defense there by Alex Davila. She went in and got all ball on that strip, and O'Donnell really picking it up on the defensive end here. Here's a shot from the outside from Fudge. Fudge can't get that one to drop. Hiscock grabs the rebound. Into the game now for the Laval Cavaliers. And we don't see a number 22 on our score sheet, so we're going to assume that this young lady is either Mackenzie Wakeham or Michaela Vandekamer. Laval, Lannon comes inside, can't get that one to drop. Rebound grabbed by O'Donnell. O'Donnell gets the fortunate roll there, and that one drops, and O'Donnell have opened up their largest lead of the ball game.
Another great move by Sarah Hiscock, catching the ball inside, patient, drop step, finishes with the left hand.
Laval back to moving the ball along the outside. Good move to the basket there, just can't get it to drop. Great fight for the ball down low, and these girls certainly want it. They don't mind going to the floor hard. Substitution coming into the game for Laval. Robin Culleton going to check in here. And we see Laval coach going to her bench a little bit more here. Maybe, don't want to say the white flag is going up, but we're starting to see some people enter the game. Might be just trying to get some more energy.
Trying to get some energy, trying to give her starters a breather. The players are coming in off the bench just for a couple minutes, a la hockey shifts. But you go in and you make the most of your time on the floor and try to make some plays for your team.
Absolutely. Hiscock fouled by Robin Culleton. Hiscock's going to go to the line once again today, and Hiscock spent quite a bit of time there on the free throw line, Scott.
Tough to keep her from that free throw line.
I still can't believe this Alex Davila's in grade 9. Are you sure about that? Wow. Young lady's impressive.
So you can imagine these kids if they're playing in a junior high tournament.
Oh my goodness, I say that because my daughter plays junior high basketball. I can't imagine my daughter playing against that young lady.
Great feed inside by Bailey Lannon.
Bailey Lannon's been a very strong player
Nice
for
player.
Laval this game. Lannon and Fudge easily the best two Laval Cavaliers on this morning. Another jump ball. This time going to go against the Cavaliers. Cavaliers take possession. Here's Fudge. Fudge on the outside. Ball comes all the way across for O'Keefe. O'Keefe gives a fake shot. Puts it to the hands of Fudge. Fudge down for Lannon.
A lot of standing around though. Pass the basketball and a lot of just standing around the three-point line. Have the pass and move.
They got it into the key area into Culleton. She drops her field goal off the rim.
Very easy to guard someone when they're just standing still.
And that's the play O'Donnell's looking for. Throw it into Hiscock. Hiscock, one good step and a move to the bucket. Didn't get it to drop. Foul call there by the official. Going against Laval once again. Hiscock, another trip to the foul line. Into this final quarter, the fourth. Laval somewhat in control right now. Up by 11.
I'd like to see Haley Fudge a little more aggressive offensively. She has the skills to take over a basketball game. Whether she has the confidence in herself, I'm not quite sure. We'll see in the last 6 minutes, but I think it's time Haley step up. Not be selfish, Steve, but look for her. Put herself on the top of the list for shots for Laval. And I think the other players will feed off that energy and confidence.
I understand exactly what you're saying. She no doubt has the skill and the talent. Might be a confidence issue. Might be not enough support around her. for that issue, and she could be just tired. She's played a ton of minutes here at a pretty high pace.
Steve, I said it yesterday. I'll say it all weekend. Fitness. Our Newfoundland and Labrador basketball players have to really focus on their fitness and understand if you want to be a great basketball player, a Hall of Fame type of player, you have to have Hall of Fame type of fitness. You cannot get tired. You're 14, 15, 16, 17 years old in this tournament this weekend. Are you tired or are you tough? Pick one. You can't be both.
Great basket there by Lannon for Laval. Natasha Knight brings it into the hole here, and she gets fouled, and Knight's going to go to the line. And on that comment, too, we talk about it in all sports. Our province, Newfoundland and Labrador, a little on the small side compared to everybody nationally, but there's really no reason why you can't be in shape going to an event. Like, you should never get outworked. That is the one thing every athlete controls, has 100% control of for themselves. Be fit, be in shape. I've heard you say, I've heard Pat Parfrey say it in rugby. All the hockey guys, I know the same thing. If you are in shape, you can compete.
Absolutely.
If you are not, you can't.
And it's as simple as that. It's as black and white as that. You can have all the skill, potential, talent, coaching in the world, but if you do not have the physical fitness to get the job done for 40 minutes,
shot from
it's just not good enough.
Good ball movement there by Laval. Shot goes to the outside by Brooklyn McCarthy. Couldn't quite get it to fall, though, and Jenny Hodder comes up the floor for the Patriots. Hodder gets fouled. And Laval going to be in danger again of getting to the bonus situation here. Just over 5 minutes left to go here in this fourth and final quarter.
Steve, just like to acknowledge the Hall of Fame Cup committee here. Roger Head is the chair of the committee. We have Peter Rabbit, Doreen Pond, Bill Brophy, Randy Ball, Bill Murphy, and Tom Warren, all members of the Hall of Fame committee. Hall of Famers in the house tonight. Yourself, Peter Rabbit, Gerard Breen, Bill Brophy, and referee from Central, Jamie Jennings.
So, basketball royalty on hand here in Newfoundland Labrador this weekend, and the Hall of Fame committee, no doubt, very, very experienced. And you can tell this is a great event. The NLBA does a fantastic job putting this together. Very impressed. I'm not a basketball guy by any means, as you know, but I've really, really enjoyed this event, and it's brought my love of basketball back, actually.
Our second year, Steve, and I hope we continue with Bell to continue on support high school basketball in the future. I will throw my hat in the ring to commentate anytime, day or night, anywhere in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador basketball.
I am sure they'll have you back. The jury's out on me. Anyway, O'Donnell back to the attack once again. Culleton tries to grab the rebound down low for Laval. Can't come away with it. Ball squirts free. And here comes Laval. Long lead pass by Fudge. Ball gets kicked back out to Fudge. Fudge with the three-point attempt. And she's been pretty good from outside there, Scott.
Again, like to see her step it up a little bit more. Defensively as well, she needs to get up and get after these players. These O'Donnell guards.
Here's Knight. Knight on the outside. Folks, I apologize. I just cannot see that end of the court. Here's a shot from the outside, and that one gets dropped by O'Donnell's number 16, Katie Cousins. She gets on the score sheet for the Patriots.
Steve, you talk about the facility. The next round of games coming up this afternoon. Instead of playing on the 4 courts, we're gonna break it down to
lap of luxury
2 courts. We're gonna have some room to spread out, put our feet up, and enjoy this great high school basketball action.
Lap of luxury. I will channel my inner Howard Cosell for those games this afternoon.
Can't wait.
Howard Cosell. The O'Donnell Patriots up the floor. Here's Davila. Davila kicks it in for Hiscock. Hiscock, good strong move to the rim. Can't get the shot to fall, and Lannon comes away for the Cavaliers.
Bailey Lannon, player of the game.
Her or Fudge for sure.
Her Fudge.
Yep. Definitely hard to ignore the 3 balls from Fudge, but Lannon certainly down low has been a force for the Cavaliers. Here's Beer. Beer puts that one off the glass, can't get it to drop. O'Keefe comes away for the Cavaliers. And we just see Fred Wakeham, official, passing by. Fred Wakeham, by far the best hair of any referee in basketball in the country, bar down. Freddie Wakeham.
Gray locks flowing in the wind.
Lannon on the foul line.
Fantastic official.
Good guy, too. Good guy. Here's Lannon on the foul line. Can't get that one to drop. Another opportunity. Shot from the outside by O'Keefe. And Hiscock pulls that one down for Laval.
Laval still hanging in there.
I don't know, Scott. I think the fat lady's certainly on the stage warming up.
Warming up. I agree. She's going through some vocal exercises.
There's a shot there, nothing but air. Ball gets turned over. O'Donnell going to come the other way. Timeout call by Laval coach. Very, very good call there.
And that's not the kind of aggressiveness we want to see out of Haley Fudge. We want to see her aggressively taking the ball to the basket, creating shots for herself or creating shots for teammates, not shooting the ball on her heels from three-point range.
So, 2:58 left to go in this one. O'Donnell Patriots 58. The Laval Cavaliers 45, sorry. Yes, 45. You're watching the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup. Bell Alliance TV1 is the official broadcaster of this year's event, with games presented online at www.bellalliance.ca/TV1. Bell Alliance, there's more to love with fiber up. And don't forget, you can check in on Twitter with the Swami, the guru. Mr. Scott Noftel. Get Scott at NLB Train. And if you want to just take a dart and throw a poke at me, you can do so at Steve Power NL.
Love to hear from you.
Last 3 minutes, Scott. Laval going to make a push?
I hope so. I hope so. If you want to climb the rankings in this elite and you want to be a serious program and contend for the championship, these 3 minutes are huge for your program. You have to push to the end of every single game so that when you get in those championship moments, you're ready and prepared. Again, fitness, you have to push to the end.
O'Donnell starting to slow things down, starting to eat some clock now before making a shot attempt, as we see Hiscock go inside and she gets fouled. Something we haven't seen much today. Sarah Hiscock at the foul line. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic there.
The theme of this morning is action here at the Powerplex. Again, very impressed with Sarah Hiscock's development as a player over the last year. And I challenge her, and I look forward to seeing continued improvement.
Hiscock makes 1 of 2 at the line. Away come the Cavaliers. Here's Lannon. Lannon finds a hole down low, gets the ball in, but Hiscock is there for the shot block. Lannon on the outside, long 2-point attempt. Good rebound there by Laval's number 15, Lauren Kelly, and she puts back the rebound for 2.
Nice possession by Laval, and Coach Melanie White up off her chair clapping, congratulating her team on that possession and wanting more, encouraging more.
Long 3-point attempt there. But you know something? That shot wasn't close, but I don't think that's a bad shot at this point in the game by that young lady.
Not a bad shot.
She was open. She had a look. Might have been a little far out, but hey, when you're down by the points they're down, I don't blame her for taking that one. 59-47.
And comes back with a good defensive possession by Laval right there. Great defense by Haley Fudge and number 14, Emily O'Keefe, to get that basket.
So Haley Fudge sets up the fast break opportunity for Lauren Kelly. Kelly misses on her first attempt, grabbed a rebound, and was fouled on the second one. Kelly will go to the line to shoot a couple. Got a timeout called here from O'Donnell. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for the conclusion of this one from the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup. So we're back here, and a little interesting turn of events there. The O'Donnell team still in their huddle while the Cavaliers took their free throw. They had to hustle down to the line to get in position for the second free throw. Laval makes one of two. And they get the ball back right away, and that's from the O'Donnell team coming out of the huddle a little late, no doubt.
Nice play.
And Laval grab a quick 3 points here. They got a full court press going on.
Here's this energy that we asked for 10 minutes ago, Steve. It's great to see it, but again, if you want to be the best basketball team in this province, which I hope every team here is striving for, that energy has to be for 40 minutes, not for 4.
And the whistle from the other court didn't almost stop play here. See all the young ladies wondering what was going on. Air ball shot up there. And Laval, another opportunity here. And the coach for Laval really into it now, really trying to get a last push on for her girls. Good to see, too. Here's the Cavaliers. Fudge for Lannon. Lannon to the outside to O'Keefe. Here's a 3-point attempt. And that one is dropped there from Emily O'Keefe. And Laval are within 4 points here, Scott. Trying to trap Rose. A beer on the side. Here's Hiscock. Hiscock settling things down.
Unlucky in the scramble there. Have to continue with this defensive pressure. Force O'Donnell to turn this basketball over.
They're in the play ball situation. Put the ball in the hands of Hiscock, and you got to think that's a poor foul there, Scott. They probably only had 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Again,
Hiscock's back to the basket, about 20 feet out.
Discipline and awareness comes with experience. You fought so hard on a great defensive possession. You just went down, hit a 3. You have them on their heels, and you bail them out. Not only bail them out, you bail out their best free throw shooter. Luckily, she misses the first of the bonus.
Very big free throw here in this game right now. Sarah Hiscock buckles down and sinks the second one.
7-point game, 22.9 seconds.
O'Donnell grabs an offensive turnover, foul down low. Cavaliers have finally run out of time, Scott, with only 14 seconds left in the game, but they made quite a little push there.
Made a nice push for 2 minutes. Again, would have liked to seen that push 10 minutes ago. Actually, would have liked to seen that push an hour and 15 minutes ago at the start of this game. Very difficult for these young players to maintain that intensity. But great to see this Laval team come out, compete. We didn't expect anything less. Again, we talk about the smaller schools. It's a great program. This Laval program is a mainstay in the Newfoundland top 8, and I don't see him going anywhere in the future. And I wish him continued success. I got a soft spot for all these small teams, Steve.
So there's the Swami sending out nothing but love to the Laval Cavaliers. Traveling is the call before the shot goes off, and with 5 seconds left to go.
And O'Donnell's played well.
O'Donnell going to move on in their quest for the Elite 8, the Hall of Fame Cup Championship here this year. O'Donnell Patriots, good all-round effort, but no doubt carried by big number 15, Sarah Hiscock, Scott.
Absolutely. Stand out for this team. And O'Donnell, I believe they're the closest team to Waterford Valley this year. Losing last week in the finals by less than 15 points.
Wow, there you heard it there. So something to look forward to later on, and that's going to do it for this one. Final score, O'Donnell 61, Laval 53. You've been watching Bella Line TV's One's continuing coverage of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup. Proudly brought to you by Bella Line. I'm Steve Power for Scott Noftel. We'll be back with the call of our next game, boys action, here at the Powerplex. Thanks for watching. Good morning.